Have you ever been completely stumped by English verbs? The ones that just seem to, well, break all the rules? Trust me, you are not alone. Today we're going to pull back the curtain on a very special group of verbs that are absolutely key to sounding fluent and natural. Okay, let's dive right in with a classic head scratcher. You learn early on that for he, she, or it, you add an S to the verb, right? He runs, she walks. So why on earth is she can swim wrong? It feels like it should be right, doesn't it? Well, this little inconsistency is actually our secret doorway into a really powerful part of English grammar. And the answer to that puzzle? It's a group of words called modal verbs. I like to think of them as English's special verb squad. Yeah, they're total rule breakers, but that's what makes them so incredibly useful. And here's the best part. Once you know their secrets, they're actually way easier to use than you think. So, what exactly is a modal verb? At its heart, it's a type of helping verb. It teams up with the main verb in a sentence, and its whole job is to add this extra layer of meaning. We're talking about things like ability, I can go, or permission, you may leave, or even possibility, it might rain. They add all this rich nuance to what we're trying to say. All right, so here they are. Meet the core members of the squad. I guarantee you've seen these guys before. These 9 verbs are what we call the pure modals, and they are the absolute foundation for everything we're going to cover. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Here are the 3 golden rules that make modals so special and so simple. Rule number 1, they never ever change their form. No S, no ing, no ed. It's always she can, never she cans. Rule 2, they're always followed by the basic, simple form of a verb without the word to. So you say you should study, not you should to study. And finally, rule number 3, making them negative is a piece of cake. You just add not right after them. See? They might be rule breakers, but their own rules are super consistent. But hold on, the core squad doesn't work alone. They've got some hardworking allies we call semimodals. These are phrases that express really similar ideas, but here's the catch. They actually follow the regular grammar rules. So here are a few of the most common semimodals. You'll notice they're usually little phrases, not single words. Be able to is a lot like can, be allowed to is similar to may, and have to is a very close partner for must. Let's put these two side by side so you can really see how they behave differently. Look at the pure modal, must. The form never changes. I must, you must, she must. Simple. But now look at its semimodal buddy, have to. The form changes to follow the normal rules. I have to, but she has to. And that right there is the key difference. And, just for fun, let's talk about a real oddball, the verb dare. This one is so cool because sometimes it acts like a normal verb, like in he dares to challenge me, but other times it acts just like a modal, as in dare he challenge me. It's a really unique little quirk that just goes to show how flexible English can be. Okay, so we've waded through a lot of grammar here, but why does any of this really matter? Well, understanding these verbs isn't about acing a test. It's about communicating with precision and nuance. It's the difference between saying what you need to do versus what you should do. Think about it. Can I go to the bathroom is asking about your ability, but may I go to the bathroom is asking for permission. That one little word change makes a huge difference in politeness and meaning. So everything we've talked about today is really just the beginning. This is the foundation. From here, you can build on this knowledge to master all these specific functions, like how to express ability with can and could, or ask for permission with may, or talk about obligation with must and have to. Each one of these steps builds right on top of the last. And this quote just sums it up perfectly. Getting a handle on these verbs isn't just some boring grammar exercise. It literally unlocks a whole new level of precision in your communication. It gives you the power to say exactly what you mean, what you're thinking, and what you're feeling. So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. Now that you know the rules and who the players are, which modal verb do you think gives you the most power in a conversation? Is it must, to command obligation, can for ability, or maybe might for possibility? Think about it. The answer tells you a lot about how we use language to connect with and influence each other.